So later on the boat is fully recovered. And there's the feature I love the most about this one. It's got a hole in the bottom. You want to sell it, let me know. I might be in the market. I don't know what it is. It's the minimalist with the brass. Can't see it this time of night. But this boat just sings to me. It's like they see me and they literally swam from the other side here. They made a beeline for me. I haven't got any. You haven't been to the boat, have you? I've actually got porridge oats, which is one thing came up. But you're not coming back. I haven't got any. I haven't got any. So New Year's wishes video done. Straight after, more recording. And here we go in my new setup where you get to see me absolutely loads presenting things. You'll have to excuse the noise. The dog is under the camera munching. Thankfully, first of all, the paint. So this is a B&Q paint that I picked up. I've mentioned this a long time ago. I've had this stored for a long time. The colour is called Venice and it's the matte version. So this is going on the wall. Now, I'm limited to what I can do. As you can see, the one thing I do know about is painting. I've painted a lot of properties that I've been part of. I've mixed it. It's still looking good. There's probably more than enough to do here and 2 coats. I think with these paints, even if it says 1 coat, realistically you always need 2 to give it that firm, bold colour. Like I said previous video, I'm not going to do any rolling because it's small area, well, it's larger areas, but I'm going to use my wide 4-inch brush. This is just going to give me the coverage. I've got the cutting in brush, which I use a lot in the past in the houses and stuff, but I don't really have a lot of cutting in. What you would normally do is always paint from the top downwards. So you do your ceiling, the walls, and then the skirts and all those lower bits. That's how I'm going to kind of operate, except the wallpaper last can cover over any up paints and things. Same with the skirting boards, not so bad because I can basically paint over the top of it because of the colour. No problem. So it's going to save a lot of time. Now this will dry. Remember, paint always dries darker than the colour. But this will give you an idea. It's a beautiful colour. I had it in a house that I was in before I moved to Manchester, and that's where this came from. So this paint is probably 2.5, maybe 3 years old, really. I think they might still do this colour, but it is really good. So I'm excited because I didn't enjoy it in that house because I knew that I'd be sort of up in the leaving. So it was lovely on the walls, but I didn't really get that time to properly do it. So let's get some on the walls, see what it looks like. And it's going to definitely change this layout. It's going to look brilliant. I've just realised I've got a couple of holes where the old TV bracket was that I just haven't even thought about. I haven't got any filler at the minute, but that won't matter because I can do a rework after. So first strokes, you know, different strokes for different folks. I've got terrible jokes. It rhymes. Here we go. It's been a while since I painted as well, but it doesn't ever seem to go. It's one of those things that just sticks around. See what I mean? There's not really any cutting in. There's just these awkward bits. And that colour I'm liking. For anyone that says to me, can you come and do my painting? No. I'm not going to start doing decorating as an extra sideline either. Now, people may mention all the gas pipes and some of the electrics, they run up in the insulation. I do actually have some insulation boards in there. I know that you're going to ask about this pipe work, but I'm not going to say much about it now because it was one of the questions that were asked in a previous video. You see what I mean? I don't have to worry because I'm going to paint the skirts after and get all the lines done cutting that way. But I'm going to answer about the pipes and my intentions. I can't really do much in the sense of removal or rework. Financially, it's not a sensible thing to do. I don't want to spend silly amounts of money on the boat when I already have boat envy, and there's every chance that I will down the line get a bigger one. I mean, this for me was a starting project. It was good size. It's fine for me to live in. So that's another chat for another day. This wood, obviously never treated painted. I am going to paint this bit blue because it's going to match up. These tiles, very effective for what they are, but I'm going to try something a little bit different for those, which I'll reveal in another video as well. So again, neatness is not the biggest thing, although I'm pretty good. So I don't have to worry too much. You know what? Although I say things always need a second coat, maybe on plaster, but when you're going direct onto this board, it seems to be covering pretty well in one. Nice. It's going on very nice. Now, decorating tip. You'll see that a lot of people, it's more for rollers this, but you know, just as going forward, a lot of people will go up and down along the wall. You don't want to really do it that way because roller lines, brush marks, etc. will look more visible. You want to go across the wall in that horizontal way. That will also mean you'll cover a lot more quicker and you can pull back and do the strokes. It's a lot easier and you won't see so many blemishes and lines. Guarantee that's a working way. Now, like I said a little bit, this is going on very easily. I'm not worried about these lines and skirts and things. It's a mess because, like I say, I'm going to paint over the top. The worktops, everything are being covered over. But already, I'm liking this. I remember this colour. When it dries, it's going to be pretty phenomenal. Let's get this one wall done. It will only take me a few minutes. Ladles and jelly spoons. I give you the first complete wall. It took me about 3 minutes. You can see why I say I'm going to run out of material fast. I'm not very slow when it comes to doing these things. The fact that it's taken so long to get to these projects was one thing, but for me to decorate and do all this probably take me a week because of the wallpaper and work, but without work and stuff in between, it's going to be a bloody quick job. But you can't tell me this does not look like a nice colour. Yeah, really happy with it. It's very wet at the minute. A few minutes to dry. The heating's on anyway, not the thing, the electric one. I am going to do the top section above the old TV there, but I might even do this section of wall, but I'm kind of keeping that free for pictures that need to go up there as well. And I've got some shelving that I'm going to reveal at some point. I want to try and get on that cooker side wall. So it's looking good, very happy with that. No more white walls. go. Complete wall panel done. You're not going to get the full effect yet because of the angle and the limited space, but got my brass sockets up bits, had to take it off. I'm going to put it all together, give you a little walk round, and hopefully it'll dry soon and be exactly what I'm going for. So a little last minute handheld camera action. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's looking exactly like I'd hoped it would. It's made it feel a bit more enclosed on that section. So now just gotta let it dry, which on a cold wall can take a bit longer than if it was an interior warm wall. But it's doing quite well so far. So all of a sudden it's 10 to 1 in the morning. So by the time I've moved the stuff, walked the dog and started painting, it's late. So I will call that one feature wall a day. Don't worry on the video when you see sort of the jagged white beam edges and stuff, because like I said, the wood's getting a contrasting tone paint job done. So that will be tomorrow. I'll do all the rest of the little bits of wall, but we are there. We are there. It's the biggest wall is done. Behind the sofa and stuff, the curtain and window, that's going to get done tomorrow, and the living room and hallway section, I like to call it, will be finished. I then decide, yes, I'll do the cupboards, but there's the very lovely marble effect wallpaper that I introduced a few weeks back to go on this kitchen side. So tiny area. I'll see if I can use that somewhere else. Bathroom update. So obviously it's going to be the very last thing I do, but here's the thing. When I say tiles, there is another version of a tile. It's not actually a tile. You've got these pre-stick 3D printed effect tiles, waterproof, etc. So I'm probably going to get those, and they've got some very nice ones. I can make that look like a lovely bathroom. I will be doing the get rid of the shower screen and everything. Full update on that coming later down the line. As for me, a bit of late night dinner, more Jamaican ginger cake and cream, because why not? I'm on holiday. And then we'll see what goes on the next bit, because as of now, go to bed and refilm stuff. Night.